joining. First of all, let me just get this out of the way. All right, cool. So thank you guys for joining. I have breaking news. I have breaking news. I have breaking news. How many of you knew that there was a run on a bank today in Silicon Valley? How many people knew there was a run on the bank in Silicon Valley? How many people heard about it? How many people? Let me read something to y'all. This is a CNN report. Listen what I'm about to read, y'all. Silicon Valley Bank collapses after failing to raise capital, right? So Silicon Valley collapsed Friday morning, which was this morning. This morning, collapsed Friday morning after a stunning 48 hours in which a bank run and a capital crisis led to the second largest failure of a financial institution in U.S. history. California regulators closed down the tech lender and put it under the control of the United States Federal Deposit Corporation, which is FDIC. The FDIC is acting as a receiver, which typically means it will liquidate the bank's asset to pay back its customers, including depositors and creditors. Guys, like, y'all need to get y'all credit together. Like, I cannot say this enough. Y'all need to get y'all credit together. All right? Y'all need to get y'all credit together. You cannot be naked in these streets, guys. I'm telling you, you cannot be naked in these streets. Like, a bank failed this morning. There was a bank run and the bank failed this morning. Right? So as we go into the FICO masterclass, it's important that we know what banks are looking for. So let me get some stuff on the screen. Text Summit to 917-993-5238 to get early bird tickets for the credit summit. So we're gonna go into that in a minute. FICO 8 change qualifications. FICO 8 is just one thing. I signed up Blue Mountain Academy. Let's go. So I'm gonna get into some stuff. So let me get some stuff on the screen. Text Summit to 917-993-5238 to get your early bird tickets all right. All right. So let's talk about the FICO score. Why do you think I'm doing a whole training on the FICO score? I want to see how many people are following. Why do you guys think I'm doing a whole training on the FICO score? There's no wrong answers here either, guys. Just I want you to speak. There is no wrong answer. Why do you think I am doing a training on the FICO score? Why do you think it's important that we comprehend what the FICO score is? Can someone tell me why they think it's important for us to comprehend what the FICO algorithm and the FICO scores have to do with our credit? Because FICO is one of the models lenders use. Blue Mountain Academy, you are correct. See, 90% of lenders use the FICO scored model. Even though FICO is a private company, they could have gone public. Let me see if FICO went public. Because maybe it's a private company that is being traded publicly. FICO IPO. Okay, so they did went public. So FICO is a private organization, right, that is publicly traded. What that simply means, that company is a for-profit company that has nothing to do with the government, right? So let's write down a few things, right? FICO itself, Fair Isaacs Corporation, it has no government affiliation, none, right? That simply means it is not a branch of the government, it's not an arm of the government, it is a private company that is traded publicly, right? So let's get that out the way. So the next thing we know is what? FICO does not make laws, right? FICO does not make laws. FICO only provides an algorithm. FICO only provides an algorithm that is used by a majority of the banks as a risk scoring model to predict the likelihood of a consumer being delinquent. That's all FICO is. That is all FICO is. And if for those of you that don't believe me, go look on their website. Go check their website out. They'll tell you on there. Shout out to K in the building. I see you, CSI. Shout out to King, right? So when we know that FICO is not a government institution, when we know that FICO is not affiliated with any government branch, when we know that FICO itself is a private institution that is traded publicly, we know, Mika, what's good, Mika? We now know what? That FICO does not make laws. So what exactly does FICO do? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. So FICO, where is it? FICO's. So FICO themselves, they're going to tell you, where is it? FICO versions. All right. So FICO versions all have a similar underwriting foundation. What does that mean? All versions of FICO, FICO 2, FICO 4, FICO 5, FICO 8, FICO 9, FICO 10, FICO 10T. They all have a base model. They all have a base model. Everyone, let me see y'all put base model in the chat. FICO have what is called a base model. Let's put base model in the chat, right? Now, a base model like FICO 8 or FICO 9, it has those 5 factors. Payment history, utilizations, length of credit history, mixed credit, and new credit. Those base model make up the core of the different versions of FICO. And now based on which FICO scorecard is pulled, it gives a differential score. So the base model that we all know ranges from 300 to 850. But there's specialized models of FICO that goes from 200 to 900, right? Some of you are saying, Doreen, I've never heard that before. Well, it's true. There's models of FICO, that goes from 250 to 900. Not 200. It goes from 250 to 900. So this is where we talk about specialized score, like your bank card, your mortgage scorecard, your auto loan scorecard. There's different versions of the base model of FICO. The base model, though, is comprised of your late payment, your utilization, your length of credit history, your new credit, and your mixture of credit. That is the baseline that all the other models are built on. Why is that important? If you control the base model, you can control all the scores. Right? Does that make sense? If you control what is being reported under the base model or using the base model, you are now able to control what is seen on the other models. So guys, do me a favor. Can you share this live with 10 people? Just take a minute, a second out of your day. Share this live. For those of you on YouTube, Facebook, could you share this live with about 5 to 10 people and just comment the word done when you're finished? Let's get some more people on the live. This masterclass is too good for us not to. Credit Versio is disrespecting your mission. That's Credit Versio's business. Y'all could tag them, shit. Tag them in the chat. Let's bring Credit Versio on since they got stuff to say. Whoever Credit Versio is, let's bring them on. So tag Credit Versio in the chat. Bring them on. I don't even know who Credit Versio is. Now y'all got me curious to go look up who the hell is Credit Versio. Credit Versio. All right, so Credit Versio looks like a software. Okay. So what does this software has to do with me? No idea. So basically, it's a software with no face behind the brand. Okay. Well, if one of you all would be so kind, invite Credit Versio over here, invite them on the live. Let's chop it up. So if any of you know who this Credit Versio is, invite them to the live. Whoever Credit Versio is, invite them to the live and let's have a conversation. Whoever Credit Versio is. All right. So let me ask another question. Not all lenders. Guys, when a new FICO score comes out, not all lenders adapt to the new scores immediately. Yeah, I agree, Kay. Bring this Credit Versio. Tell you what, everybody right now that's hearing my voice, can you tag Credit Versio? Tag them and then invite them to the live. So whoever Credit Versio is, let's tag them, right? Let's tag them and let's bring them here. Let's see how much value that this Credit Versio is providing versus just slandering people's name. So I hope they're providing some value to the marketplace. Because if they're not providing value, I honestly don't care what people say, because people can say whatever they want to say, but guess what? Ain't nobody getting the type of results we're getting. Success has receipts. And I'm on here live every day, every Friday for the last 2 years. So, I mean, if they got something to say, come and say it. That's my opinion. If they got something to say, don't say the stuff when I'm not hearing. No, come and say it myself. Come and say it to my face. Let's jump on a live and let's hear what you got to say. So if they're not about that live, I respectfully say, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up and go about your business. So if you're going to mix my name up, well, let's bring the heat. Let's get on the live. Let's find out whatever your disgruntledness is about. So whatever your disgruntledness is about, don't talk it behind my back. Send me an email. Let's get on a live and let's talk about it. So if they're not about that life to come and talk about it, I honestly I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't. I respectfully don't. Right? All right, cool. But like I said, everybody tag this Credit Versio, whoever this person, he or she is. Tag them and let's see if we can get them on the live. Maybe they know some stuff I don't. I like to learn stuff. So if they know some stuff that I don't learn, I send them an invite directly from you. Yeah, send it. Can somebody, they probably are on YouTube too. So let me go look on YouTube and see. YouTube. Now y'all got me curious. YouTube. Because it's not the first I'm hearing about this credit Versio, Versio. So I want to know what this is about. Credit Versio, whoever the hell you are. All right, Credit Versio. Okay, Credit Versio looks like a white dude. All right. Yeah, I don't see anything interesting here. Invite them to the live, guys. Definitely not worth my time right now. So I'm familiar with it. I have a Credit Versio account. So, all right. So what do I have to do with that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what do I have to do with whatever Credit Versio do? I don't care. The hell? What the hell do I do? Please. All right. Let's go back to FICO, right? Is they talking about the software with smart credit? I have no idea. No clue at all. But let's get back to real stuff that matters with real people, right? That can get real results. Like, for instance, understanding and comprehending that FICO is a private company traded publicly and is not affiliated or makes any law for credit. So do we all understand that FICO is private, they're traded publicly, they are not a government corporation, or they're not affiliated with the government? FICO only provides a risk scoring model with several variations based on the nature of the industry card being pulled for the purpose. Let's see what's going on. For the purpose of determining risks. That's it. The purpose of FICO is to determine risk, and lenders or institutions or financial institutions that are in this space that do an extension of credit. These companies, what's going on, King?
What's up, brother?
I'm here, brother, man, just doing what I love the best, bro.
Man, bro, I've been watching your videos for I'd say a couple months now. I'm from California, Bay Area.
Shout out to you, bro. Cause I was like, you look mad sunny outside now. I'm like, where are you?
Oh yeah, I'm in California, Bay Area, dog. It's nice out here. But yeah, so I've been watching your videos and stuff, and your shit really do be working, dog. Like, I had some late payments and shit, and I used one of your letters and it worked. I'm a kind of person I read a lot, bro. I like to read a lot. So once I start watching your videos, the message that I got from all of it, you need to start reading some shit. You need to just fucking read. A lot of people don't read. When I typed in how many people read in the United States, it said a damn near 150 million people are illiterate. They cannot even read.
It's wild. It is wild that we don't read, bro.
We do not read, man. So even I seen one of your other new videos with the coupon thing. Bruh. All I did was go and read. All I did was go and read the bill statement. It tells you what to do.
All the information is there.
It's all there. The coupon tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying?
This is the most, you can lead a horse to the water. you cannot force it to drink. There's a lot of information out there, right?
It's an endless amount, man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm a fuck with your mentorship. I really am. Because there's all, you know, you gotta learn something new every fucking day. Every day. But your shit really do be working though.
It does.
Really do working. Like I didn't learn from you. I didn't learn how to build the letters myself now.
It's all law. You don't, it's not like you're making stuff up, bro. The information is there, just sequence it.
Bro, I just got this Tesla the other day, like last week, right? I went in, I hit him with the consumer credit transaction shit, right? And they came back talking about, you know, like my language is foreign.
Oh, okay.
Talking about we only fucking with California law, and we don't know. So what I did was I sent a letter to the financial company, BMW, and I told them, like, you feel me, just do not report this shit.
Yeah, you have the right. You like, not even on the rescission part. As the consumer, you have the right not to have the information reported. Your information. Say again?
I asked for my disclosures 10 times. They would not give it to me.
None of them?
Like, give me my... Man, I asked for my disclosures the whole way through. When I seen the retail installment loan, I was like, hold on. I came here for a consumer credit transaction. They like, sir, this is a consumer credit transaction. Then why does this say retail installment loan? You know what I'm saying? But they fell into the trap. So I served them the first batch of notice, and we're gonna see what they say. They got 10 days. They got 10 days.
So the thing about what makes the rescission is a tricky part, because there's a clause in there, and I think they use it as a crutch, and it says principal dwelling, right? And when you look up the word dwelling, it means an abode, it means where you reside, where you live, or where you spend most of your time. It has that. Now, a lot of people would say, well, it doesn't fit. Well, that's one part. It's a big law. Because when we talk about 1605 disclosures, then we talk about 1606 disclosures, then we talk about 1611, 1635, 1640, and 1637, then 6802, and then the holder's rule. Well, you're supposed to get all of these disclosures.
And they was damn near refusing to give it. They was talking, I was in there talking like I was speaking a foreign language. They didn't understand, bro.
So the next thing you have to comprehend is what you now learn. There's 99.9% of people that don't know it. You would think a sales manager, or like, dude, a sales agent is probably getting paid commission, right? They're not getting paid to research consumer laws, bro. A finance manager is there for a salary. There's nothing in his training that got him equipped, apart from the truth in lending disclosure, that one about the finance charge.
And I asked for that 7 times.
But well, they gave you one, but you only got one. The one that has the finance charge.
With no explanation.
Exactly. Because now with that finance charge, 1605, when you go to 15 USC 1606, it now tells you that the finance charge and the interest rate, not the finance charge, the interest rate, how the interest rate is calculated, that needs to be disclosed to you. That's 1606, if I'm not mistaken, or 1607. Okay. You have to break that down. Where did this oh, Doreen, you're going to get 9% interest rate. Well, where did this 9 come from? How did you calculate this 9%?
How did you?
That's a disclosure you're supposed to get as well.
Right. Okay.
An informed consumer is a dangerous consumer. But like I said, a lot of people don't read.
You and put me on just off your videos alone, bro.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it.
This shit is real, bro. I have one derogatory remark. I use your letter. They kick that shit off so quick.
Dude, wait until you learn arbitration. It's going to take your game to a whole new level.
I'm gonna tap in with you.
Arbitration is the GOAT, bro.
Right.
You don't even have to go to court for arbitration. it's the proceeding independent of going to court. But guess what? Because people like these companies don't want to go to court, they rather settle in arbitration, bro. And when we're talking about getting deletions, when we're talking about getting a bag, arbitration. It's a whole lot of info, bro. So yo, I appreciate you, bro. Guys, can we drop some fire in the chat for the king, bro? That's called execution, bro.
Y'all people go and read. Just go and read. They killing us. They killing us because we don't read. If you read everything on that piece of paper, you might be able to find something.
Mm-hmm.
Or in that book, you might be able to find something. Because I know this shit is working for me.
So the other thing too that I want you to add to your list of things you're asking for, you can look up the term holder's rule.
Holder's rule.
Holder's rule.
Okay.
It's called the holder's rule. Look it up. You'll be surprised what you read. So holder's rule came from holders in due course, which is a disclosure that you should get. So in a case where with a retail installment contract, right? Whoever gets assigned that contract bears the responsibility. So whatever the first company didn't do, whatever violations they did or whatever fraud they did, whoever holds the contract, the holder's rule, hold them accountable.
Okay.
It's game changer, bro.
That one stuck in my head. Now you know I ain't gonna forget that.
Game changer, bro. Read up the holder's rule. It's a game changer.
Yeah. Right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really do appreciate you, bro. You the truth, dog.
I appreciate you, bro.
Go read, y'all. Go read.
The information only works if people read it and execute it. Because the information's been around for a minute. It's not yesterday they made a law and they hid it somewhere. This thing's been out. These laws have been out even before I came to America. These laws have been here before I came to America.
And when we speak, they think they don't even understand, man. They don't get it. They don't get it. It be having to go to somewhere higher up for them to fucking get it. Should be wild.
That's why we gotta teach. So think about now the amount of people in your area that you can start impacting, waking these people up, bro. Being more self-aware, being more financial literate.
I noticed some people do be hating. They be like they not woke, so they be super hating. But then some people be really gravitating towards it and like getting it.
Not everyone embraces change, and because we've been programmed, I think this is where it comes a conversation of programming. Because we've been programmed for so long, for 40 hours a week, 40 years, on 40% of your income. Right? Oh, this dude. Yo, Jeremy, come on here, bro. Because now we're really going to get some shit started. Don't let my boy Jeremy come on here, bro. It's a wrap if my boy Jeremy comes on here.
It's time, bro.
And I just want to add on to you, to the conversation that we have at hand, too. Also, like as Dwayne was saying, a lot of these people at these car dealership that you're dealing with, when you're initially trying to start this credit transaction, you got to understand and keep mindful that these people are just hired off the streets because of their resume saying that, hey, I have experience of selling cars, yada, yada. So keep that in mind. And also, those people, when you're talking USC codes, the Title 15s,
they have no clue what
they have no
They
idea.
said we just follow California law. That's all they said.
Right,
but California law.
This is what you want to hit them with when they start talking about California laws. You gotta tell them you as the dealership are a part of something called the Truth in Lending. That is not a California law. That is a Congress law. That is a United States.
That's a federal law.
That's a federal law.
And that retail installment contract just snitched it on yourself. Where do you think the law for the retail installment came from?
He said both on there. He said retail installment and he said consumer credit contract.
Yeah.
It said both. It can't be both, can it?
Well, they have it on there. The question now becomes, which is it? Right. See, it gets reported.
I make sure I said consumer credit.
So if that's the case, I'm going to put a line through it, right? because that doesn't work for me. So I'm going to put a line through it, and I'm going to initial beside it that I crossed it out. I'm here for a what? A consumer credit transaction. So if that now is left, that is what this is. This is not a retail installment contract anymore.
And also on the back of those papers, on the back of the whatever, however they're disguising that piece of document, that contract, on the back of it, it actually lists certain things on there that tells you what that piece of paper you're signing. So what, like he's saying, make sure and be specific with them and saying, hey, am I signing a consumer credit transaction contract, or what is this? Because
the salesman said, don't worry, sir, you are signing.
No, you gotta let them. I am worried. This you're extending your credit to them. You know, right. Understand that. And so that piece of contract that you're it's all about contract. Everything you do is all about contracts. Right. And if they're not correct to the T, according to the FCRA and the Truth in Lending, that only, you know, is applicable to like car dealerships and stuff like that. But bank credit cards, personal loans.
No, so those also. So no. So it the truth goes for all of them. So when you're talking about personal loan, Truth in Lending applies as well as credit card, because you can request. So all the credit cards and stuff that you got, request the Truth in Lending disclosure. Request it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Request it.
I just copped 2 more. That's exactly what I was finna do.
Okay.
Request it. I ain't worried about credit cards no more because I already know that. You know what I'm saying?
Request it. You'll be surprised.
Go read.
But a lot of people now, they will hear this conversation, and without studying, they would go do some stuff. Some people might get successful, some will not. But then they get themselves in a bind because they didn't spend the time required to do it. That is why when it comes to Truth in Lending, I don't really speak publicly on Truth in Lending anymore, because I learned that a lot of people think that you could just go get something for free and don't pay and don't know how to operate and correct yourself. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. So Truth in Lending, I leave that part for like inside my university or with a specialized group, because people are just taking one part of what you're not going to listen to the whole conversation. All they're going to hear is, you got a car, Truth in Lending, I'm going to do it.
I'm not doing that.
Like we just spoke about so many other disclosures, but they'll forget all of that. So like as educators too, we have to be careful, because I learned this because there's a lot of people taking the information and not going to study the information and started running plays, and now they got hemmed up because all they didn't pay attention.
You gotta add that GLBA in there too.
Graham Leach Bailey.
And I just want to say, man, what got me started on this journey is Mr. Darren.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
And I also, you know, I support businesses, so I buy his deletion guide letters. I got the permissible letter, the 24-hour. All of these things work, and you have to apply them in a manner. You just don't send them. Just, you know what I mean? And then make sure that nowadays when you're sending off Darren's letters, that you attach a copy of your ID and an address, something that verifies your address, because some of them will just say it's frivolous because they're looking at it as if Darren sent it for you. You know what I mean? And so you have to identify.
Yeah, that's why. And you know, it's crazy.
They're gonna say present credit repair.
Yeah, but what's crazy is this, bro. There's also a Word document. Why is people sending the PDF? You're not supposed to send the PDF.
Right.
There's a Word version of the document, because you cannot edit the PDF.
Right. And what's crazy is, if you guys have iPhones, if you can pretty much highlight his letter and put it on your pages, take all the background stuff that has Darren's pictures and stuff on it. If you're sending a PFD with it makes no sense.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't be sending the PDF. There's a Word document. There's 2 documents you get. Yeah. If I'm lying, y'all tell me I'm lying. You get 2 documents. One's a PDF and one's a Word document. When you open the Word document, just change the information. You cannot change the information on a PDF. So I don't know what would prompt someone to send out a PDF document that you can edit.
Yeah. And I just want to say one last thing to my man Darren before I log off out of here. I just had to shout you out, but hey, go. You say you like to read a lot, which like I do as well. Everybody on this page should be literate to understand law.
Just came in the mail.
Oh my God!
Just came in the mail.
Go get a dictionary of the Black's Law, and in words that you don't understand. Go look them up in the Black's Law because they.
Brother, which one though? Which one? So, because I was looking at number 11 right now.
Darren, he'll elaborate a lot more on that. What I do is I go to the public. There you go.
You know what this is?
There you go. That's the one.
That's
the Black's Law.
This is Black's Law Dictionary.
That's the one.
This is number 1. This is number 1. You want number 1 to 4. It started changing after 4. So I am one of the persons who possess one of the Black's Law Dictionary first edition. This is the first edition. Not a lot of people have this. This is a Black's Law Dictionary first edition.
Can you tell the people how much that costs?
This was like $500. See?
And this ain't no game.
See,
bro.
but like people are not gonna spend. They're gonna be like, "Why am I spending $500 to buy a dictionary?" Well, guess what? This is what's throwing a lot of people in jail because you don't know this. Like,
how did you get that one?
Huh?
How did you get that one?
Damn, it was years ago, bro. I can't even remember. But I knew I paid $5 because when I saw the price, I was like, "Sheesh!" But you know what? This is an investment.
Hey, for real, what I would do, my man, go to Barnes and Noble, and go to the people that work there, because I think the ones that they have on the shelf are, as he was saying, that certain.
Oh, let me show them over here. This is a Black's Law.
Check out Barnes and Noble.
So this is some of the dictionaries that I study, guys. This is a Black's Law dictionary. This is the first edition.
And it tells you a lot of things in there, like Darren refers to. Not only about the rescissioning and what is the other one? Billing error disputes and stuff like that.
1666, 1662.
Like I said, I'm gonna log off
Billing errors, boy.
I just want to commend Darren one more time, man. What you're doing is more insightful and putting to light and forth for us minorities here that don't understand.
What if I told you that we are not the minority?
It gets deep, man.
We really are the majority, but because we've been brainwashed, we think we're minorities. Nah, there's more of us than anybody else.
For sure. But again, man, I just want to thank you, bro. I just thank you, man. Thank you for everything you've done for everybody, man. And
definitely.
Everybody, go read. Just go read, man. That's all I gotta say.
And when it comes to Black's Law Dictionary, thank you, King. When it comes to Black's Law Dictionary, you want to get between 1 and 4. I don't know this per se because I haven't studied all the pages in there. But what I learned was that after the 4th edition, some of the definitions started to change. But Black's Law Dictionary 1 to 4 is still valid for its meanings and definitions. Okay. It's a lot, King. But guess what? To whom much is given, much is also required.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna hit you in your DM though, and see what's up with that mentorship and shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm about to go run and get a haircut.
Go handle your business, bro. It's Friday. It's the weekend, you know. You got the family to see. You got business to take care of. Go handle your business, brother.
Hey, I appreciate you, big bro.
I appreciate you. Stay up, bro. For sure. Definitely thank you, Kings. Shout out to y'all for coming on and sharing y'all stories. Like, guys, I'm not here making stuff up, bro. I'm not here to make, and I'm a secured party creditor. Who's that? King Tony? All right, Tony. I got Black's Law 1 to 11 series. Let's go. Like this part of our education is so fundamental. Like this part of our education is very fundamental, guys. It is fundamental. We have to know this stuff because if do y'all know when an institution pulls your credit, what they're looking at? Let me see some yeses or nos in the chat. When a corporation, firm, financial institution, or bank, when they pull your information, do you know what they're looking at? It changes to confuse the layman, but just know that a former definition supersedes the current definition. Okay. Where did you buy it? I do not remember where I got this Black's Law first edition from. I've had it for like 3 years now. I don't want to lie to you. The banking law book cost $1,500. Yeah, like you know what? All right, I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something because y'all be thinking the rain's playing over here. I'm gonna show y'all something. Where are those books? Let me show. This is just like a little bit. Let me show y'all some stuff, guys. Like, let me show y'all some stuff. This is the money book, right? Y'all can go look this up on Amazon. This book right now is probably about $400 to $600. This is the money book, right? Y'all can go look it up. This is a book about lawsuits. This right here is a book about lawsuits. U.S. codes. I didn't even like this is just some of it's a lot of stuff, guys. And I'm not saying that all you guys are gonna go study and read all of these books, right? But I'm telling you guys that you have to invest in your education. It's your responsibility. You have to know this stuff. It's more than just I'm gonna pay somebody to you should bless those in university with it too. We only have the 4th edition. The first edition is on PDF. There's more. The university has 4 versions of the Black's Law Dictionary. So if you're in the university, you have 4 versions of the Black's Law Dictionary. Go into the rabbit hole and you will find the rest of the Black's Law Dictionary. So what am I saying? Let's take something as simple as the FICO score, right? Earlier, I asked you guys, why is the FICO score so important? Why do you think I'm using my time to teach you guys about this FICO and FICO score? Can anyone tell me why I'm taking this time out right now to teach you guys about FICO and FICO scores? Why do you think it's important? And remember, guys, make sure you secure your ticket to the Credit Summit. Jay Moore, you are correct. Because it is insured, you say read, no matter where we are at. It doesn't matter where you're at. It all starts with the first book. It does. Not everyone will be at the same level, But you don't need to be great to start, but you need to start to be great. Right? You said read, 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 no matter where we are at. Yep. Because we need to understand the origins. It's not just the origins. We need to comprehend definitions, right? So let me explain what's going on. All right. FICO scores. So before FICO was created 1989, right? So FICO was created about around 1989, somewhere there. FICO scores were created, right? What the reason why FICO scores were created was because of a few things. TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and other consumer reporting agencies. They were reporting information on consumers, right? They were reporting information on consumers, but there was no definite guidelines as to what lenders and banks were looking for to grant approval to consumers, right? So because there was a lack of standardization, there was a lack of standards, I asked, and it says it's used for mortgages for borrowers' ability to pay. That is one version of the definition of FICO, Sharon. Right? So when we talk about why something was created, so FICO then said, okay, the banking system is using consumer reports. The consumer reports existed before there was a FICO score. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. Your consumer report existed before there was a FICO score. The consumer report existed before there was a FICO score. The FICO score came after. The FICO score was developed in 1989, right? So they use it to standardize the lending process. So it was designed to predict risk. If Doreen borrowed some funds from the bank, how likely is Doreen to pay those funds back? That's the reason why FICO scores were created. Now, they went even deeper and then they created industry standard scores, like for mortgages, auto loan, credit cards, right? Investigative reports. Shout out to King Troy. I got 8 inquiries off my Experian by calling them. But where is it? By calling them, and it came off today after I called yesterday around 7 p.m. Shout out to King Troy. So now let's get back to FICO, right? Why is comprehending the FICO important? Guys, the factors of FICO and what constitutes and make up your consumer report are two separate things. Let's separate FICO from your consumer report, right? This is FICO. This is your consumer report. Two separate things. They are separate things. I need everyone to comprehend that your FICO score and your consumer report are separate things. Is FICO government owned? No. Fair Isaacs Corporation is a private company that is publicly traded. It is not a government agency. It has no government affiliation. It is just a scoring model that was made by this company that became the industry standard. That is all that FICO is, right? So now we know a few things, right? We know that FICO is privately owned and it's traded publicly. We also know that FICO is not a government agency, right? We know it, well, I don't know if there's any government affiliation on the back door, but from the front end of it, there is no government affiliation, right? So now we also know that the consumer reporting agencies, we know that the consumer reporting agencies are independent companies that are privately owned but traded publicly. We know that again. We also know they are not a government establishment, right? We know that they are not government establishments. We know they're not government affiliated, right? So these are a few things that we know. So if they're not government affiliated, why do we call them credit bureaus? Why do people call them credit bureaus? So I'm gonna ask you this again. Why do people refer to consumer reporting agencies as credit bureaus? So we could buy FICO stocks. Yeah, you could. Why do we call consumer reporting agencies credit bureaus? Somebody explain to me why we call them credit bureaus, and we know that credit bureaus do not exist. Why do we continue calling them credit bureaus and credit bureaus do not exist? Guys, I'm telling you, like, you guys need to be at the credit summit. Like, if you think what you're learning here is like, bro, the credit summit is the only place that you can come to, and you, the consumer, and you, the credit repair business owner, both of you can come in together, learn, grow, strategize. There is no other product like the Credit Summit. The Credit Summit is April 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's here in Atlanta, Georgia. You gotta get your pre-sale early bird tickets. Talk about being in the room. This is the room. This is the room where all things credit will be disclosed. You guys gotta be, y'all gotta be at the Credit Summit, man. Don't forget to text the word summit. Like, take your cell phones out, right? Text the word summit to 917-993-5238. Text the word summit. Guys, I need all of you at the Credit Summit. Take your phones out and text me the word summit to 917-993-5238. So now, who believes that a late payment exists? Who believes that a late payment exists? I know a lot of you see it on your credit score, but do you think a late payment exists? Some of you might say, well, Darain, it's on my credit report. Well, it's on your credit report because you let it get on your credit report. It got on your consumer report because you let it get on your consumer report. It's reported because you are letting it report. Okay. Who believes that the credit score is a part of your consumer report? Who believes that the credit score is a part of your consumer report? Greetings, greetings, greetings. Who believes that the credit score is a part of your consumer report. They are different. Jay, you are correct. Um, Nikisha, you are correct. We are report no. They are not a part of your consumer report. Why? Because of the FCRA. You see, if we don't comprehend, okay, that's great, Ant. That's great. Guys, if we don't comprehend that there is a difference, and if we won't acknowledge the difference between what your consumer report is and what your FICO scores are, you will not be able to separate the consumer report. Oh, I got a badge. Let's go, Boss Lady HP. Let's go. I got a badge, guys. Shout out to Boss Lady HP for getting a badge. Shout out to you. Do not for a second think that if you do not separate your FICO score from your consumer report, that you will be able to get late payments deleted. When you comprehend, like first thing is the empowerment. You have to be empowered. This right here is empowerment. Guys, let me see y'all drop the word empowerment in the chat. Jack Flash, I'm trying to get into the university. Let's go. I'm going to give you my email. Send an email to finance@consumerlawsecrets.com so my team can get in touch with you. So finance, FINANCE, at consumerlawsecrets.com. So for everybody that's looking to join the university, right? Bang my email up. Let's get with finance and let's get it. Empowerment. See, the first thing we have to learn is that we have to unlearn stuff, right? And some of you are looking at me and saying, Darain, how are you saying before we learn stuff, you gotta unlearn stuff? Because you've been brainwashed. You have been brainwashed to think that a FICO score is a part of your consumer report. A lot of people have right now, a lot of people believe that a FICO score is a part of their consumer report. A lot of people believe that. So what if I'm to tell you that a FICO score and your consumer report are two separate things that are independent of each other? Your consumer report can exist without a FICO score, but there cannot be a FICO score without your consumer report. How about that? How about that? Your consumer report exists by itself without a FICO score, but a FICO score cannot be generated without your consumer report. So if you know the factors of FICO, payment history, utilization, length of credit history, mixture of credit, and new credit, if you know what these 5 factors are, and you're able to control what gets reported, what can you do to your credit score? Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. If you know what the FICO score needs and you learn how to control what gets reported, what can you now do to that FICO score? Gia, you are correct. You control now what gets reported. You control it. Aviounce. I'ma say avoince. I don't want to mispronounce your name, but you now control what gets reported. You can raise your credit scores. This is the whole reason why the Consumer Law Secrets University was created. It was created for you to learn how to use consumer laws. The Consumer Law Secrets University was created for you to learn how to use consumer law, to control the narrative of your consumer report, to then elevate your credit scores, guys. That's the whole reason why I created my mentorship. It is through information will ye be of a different mind. The empowerment. 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 Learning these strategies. Learning the, like, guys, let me see, yo, who's coming to the credit summit? Because who excuse me, who's coming to the credit summit? I need to know who's gonna be in the building because I need to show it. I shout y'all out. I need to know who got their tickets already to the credit summit because I need to see some fire in the chat. I need to know who's coming to the credit summit. I'll be breaking down these strategies. There's going to be so much game at the credit summit. I promise you, y'all will not want the credit summit to end. The scores are in your hands. Yep. Ooh, shout out to Nikisha, VIP in the building. The greatest investment you will ever make is an investment in yourself. A lot of people are so reluctant. When and where is it? It's gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm dropping the link right now to the credit summit inside the restream, inside of YouTube, inside of Facebook. For everybody that's on Instagram, I need you guys to just go to the link in my bio. I need you to text the word summit. Send me a text message. Text me the word summit to 917-993-5238. The credit summit is the only place you need to be. And guess what's going to get crazy too? See, the credit summit is so, like, it is so sophisticated, right? It is so sophisticated that we are going to be moving the credit summit in a direction where it's conversations in your household. Like, we want topics of credit conversations in the home. We want let's normalize, guys, let's normalize speaking about credit and financial literacy in our homes. Can we normalize these conversations in our homes? Text the word summit to 917-993-5238 to get your tickets. So now we know that a FICO score, and we also know that a consumer report are separate. Does everyone now agree that your FICO scores and your consumer report are separate things? Is there anyone here that still believes that your FICO score and your consumer report are the same things? Let me know, guys. Is there anyone here that still believes that the FICO score, right? That the FICO score where is my Come on, guys. I need you to talk to me. If I don't know if you comprehend what I'm saying or not, this is not going to work. Does everyone comprehend that your FICO score and your consumer report are two separate things? Does, like, put some yes in the chat, guys. If you now comprehend that your FICO score and your consumer report are separate things, let me see some yeses in the chat. I need to make sure that you guys comprehend fully. Let me see some yeses in the chat. All right, all right, all right. I'm seeing the yeses. I'm seeing the yeses. Okay, great. Now, let's talk about why late payments are illegal. Has anyone ever heard that a late payment is illegal? I'm just curious to know, has anyone ever heard that before? That late payments are illegal and shouldn't be reported on your credit. I just want to see how many people have heard of it before. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. All right. Right now I'm on Cornell Law, right? I am looking at 15 USC 1681A, 15 USC 1681A as an alpha. And this is a law. For those of you who don't know, this is called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, right? Fair Credit Reporting Act. So we're on federal law under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, right? So now, when we go to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, what does the Fair Credit Reporting Act say? When you scroll down to number two is very unique because it gives you a list, or it gives you a word called exclusions. Can someone tell me what the word exclusions mean? Can somebody tell me what the word exclusion means? Okay. What does the word exclusion mean? Capital cash flow, you are correct. Not included. Husky, you are correct. Not included. Nikisha, you are correct. Not included. John, you are correct. Not a part of. You guys are correct. So we all know now that exclusions mean not a part of, not included, right? This is congressional law, guys, right? So now, listen to what this law says. Except as provided in paragraph 3, the term consumer report does not include. Does not include. Okay? Let me go to the definition of what a consumer report means. See, I don't want you to use your own definition. I want you to go specifically to the definition that Congress gave you. And Congress is going to tell you what your consumer report means. Okay, consumer report. In general, the term consumer report means any written, oral, or other communication of any information by a consumer reporting agency bearing on the consumer's credit worthiness, credit standing, credit capacity, character, general reputation, personal characteristics, or mode of living which is used or expected to be used or collected in whole or in part for the purpose of serving as a factor in establishing the consumer's eligibility for a credit or insurance to be used primarily for personal, family, or household purposes, B, employment purposes, or C, any other purpose authorized under Section 1681B of this title. Now, let me ask some of you a question. In the definition of what your consumer report is, did anyone hear me say, or if you read it yourself, did anyone see a FICO score in the definition of your credit report? Did anyone see a FICO score mentioned in the definition of what your consumer report is? Let's talk definition. Capital cash flow, you are correct again. Husky, you are correct again. Nanya, you are correct again. Gia, Jaredon, Jay, you guys are all correct. There is nothing in the definition of the consumer report that indicates that a FICO score, a Vantage score, or any risk score model is in the definition of your consumer report. Lorianne, you are correct. Roddick, there you are correct. There is nothing in the definition. Michael, exclusions mean not permitted, not included. You are correct, Michael. So we know that a risk score, a FICO score, or a Vantage score is not included in the definition of what your consumer report is. So if these things are not included in the definition, how are their factors? How are the factors contributing to your consumer report? Why is there a late payment on your consumer report? All right, let's go a little bit deeper. Can somebody drop the word deeper in the chat? Y'all want me to go a little bit deeper? Put the word deeper in the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Put the word deeper in the chat. Let's talk about it. You see, Congress says, except as provided in paragraph 3, the term consumer report does not include. When you go down to A1, it says report containing information solely as to transactions or experiences between the consumer and the person making the report. There's a few things we need to unpack. What does the word consumer mean? The term consumer means an individual. Okay. What does the word person mean? The term person means any individual, partnership, cooperation, trust, estate, cooperative, association, government or governmental subdivision, or agency or other entity. So are you saying that Congress says that a corporation like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase, Navy Federal, those are all persons? Well, it's in their definition, so the answer is yes. So if I'm getting this correctly, Doreen, if I'm getting this correctly, and you're reading this from the law, and the law says my consumer report does not include transactions or experiences between the consumer and the corporation making the report. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how do you have a late payment reporting on your credit? Where does the late payment come from? Who is reporting the late payment? Late payments does not exist on your consumer report. A late payment does not exist on your consumer report. Your consumer report is independent of a FICO score. Factors of FICO, payment history, utilization, length of credit history, new credit, and mixture of credit are not factors of your consumer report. Your consumer report exists independently. It exists independently of a FICO score. So the factors of FICO have to wait. Factors of FICO have to wait until the consumer report and the information contained in the consumer report is put into FICO's algorithm. If there is no transactions on your consumer report by law, where does the reporting of a late payment come from? Somebody talk to me. I'll wait. And I would, anybody right now, if you're a credit professional, if you're a guru, if you're a bank manager, if you're a, I don't care whoever you are, if you disagree with what I'm saying right now, I need you to step up, come on the live, and I need you to prove your case. Because I can prove right now, without a shadow of a doubt, that there is no such thing as a late payment. I don't care if you're a consumer lawyer. I don't care who you are. And this is no disrespect. I am inviting you, whoever you are, if you're a banker, a lawyer, a consumer attorney, whoever you are, I am inviting you. I am inviting you right now to the Credit Summit. That's number one. I'm inviting you to the Credit Summit. And you know what, guys? You know what? There's a place that I said I wasn't going to go, but I'm going to go there this year because there's too much misinformation. Anyone right now that is a professional auto loan dealer, banker, attorney, whoever you are, I can prove right now that a late payment is illegal on a consumer report. And I would like someone to come and show and prove to me otherwise. And this isn't me being arrogant. This is me saying, guys, I am open to a conversation because I can show you things that you've never yet seen. I can prove my point. I can prove that a late payments don't exist. I can use this section of the law to delete anything from your credit, utilizations, charge-off, bankruptcy, everything that is reported. There is no late payment. So hold on. Hold on, Doreen. If there's no late payment, How is there a charge off? Somebody. If your transaction history is excluded from your credit, where does a charge off get reported? How is a charge off reported? How is it going to be reported? Oh no, you didn't did it, Darain. You didn't said it. All right. Let's not even talk about the charge off. Let's go back to the late payment and the utilization. The two parts of FICO that has the biggest effect, 30% and 35%, 65% or 192.5 points and 165 points. Together, that makes up 357.5 points. Let's talk about that. Somebody, can I get a witness? Somebody. Hello. Can I get a witness? Winning with credit. Can I get a witness? Capital cash flow. Can I get a witness? Miss Smith 187. Can I get a witness? Payment history is 35% of your FICO score. That 35% is translated to 192.5 points. Late payment letter work. Shout out to I am 100. I know it works. And there's a lot of people that's going to say, oh, Darain, I bought your letter. Did you send it out correctly? Did you take the time to read the letter before you send it out? And guys, like I'm telling you, like this isn't arrogance. I am passionate. What you're hearing is passion. What you're hearing is passion. I love what I do. Improving my credit with you. I'm now an investor because of you. Shout out to you, I am 100. Could we drop some fire in the chat for I am 100, please? I am almost have everything on your website. Shout out to you. Can you talk about high utilization? Our utilization does not exist. Utilizations do not exist on your consumer report. The reporting of a utilization let me make sure you guys are seen because camera, what's going on here? Okay, we're back. You know what? I need to have a conversation with somebody. I'm just here talking to myself. Guys, I'm here talking to myself. I need somebody to join me on the live, man. Why are you guys having me here talk by myself? Let's go, EM. Let's go. Why you guys got me here talking by myself? I need somebody to come on the live, man. Somebody come on the live. Somebody come talk to me. Hold on. I think I might be able to, let me see. Copy. Huh. I think I might be able to invite guests Here. Hello. Guys, click this link that I just dropped. I think I'm able to add you guys on Restream. I just figured this out. Guys, click that link. Let me see if I'm able to add you guys. Yeah, let's talk, man. I want to talk to some people. I'm here talking to myself. I want to talk to some people. Click that link, guys. Let me see if I can add some of you guys to the live stream. Who we got in the building?
It's Marcus, King.
What's good, Marcus?
I got a question for you.
Talk to me, Marcus.
So, is it also safe to say that your payment history and utilization is also would be considered non-public personal information, right? Which will activate 15 USC 1602?
Not necessarily. So yes, you can go down that route with that non-public personal information because your personal information and your payment history is not public information. So under 15 USC 1601, 6801, not 6802 yet, not 6802 yet, 6801 first. So we're gonna go 15 USC 1681 A4, your privacy, right? Consumer has the right to privacy. Then we're gonna go to 6802, which has an ongoing obligation to protect your individual. No, that's not it. It's not individual. Your let me pull it up. I don't want to speak wrong information here.
Right to privacy.
Yeah, but it has a specific name. 15 USC 6801. Protection of non-public personal information. There we go. I didn't want to give you the wrong term. Your protection of non-public personal information. So if we're going to talk about the banking industry and we're going to talk about banking institution, your payment history is non-public personal information.
Yeah. So not only is it illegal, it's also considered non-public personal information.
That must be protected. That must be protected. Come on. I need more people on this live, man. I'm getting fired up, man. Y'all better be at the conference. Y'all asses better be at the credit summit. I swear. Y'all better be at the credit summit.
This is what the mentorship teaches you, man. The university teaches you all this. I've been in the university for ever since his birthday, Dwayne's birthday, April 6, 2020. I joined April 6, 2021, Dwayne's birthday. And this is what I've learned so far. So far, I've been able to get like the 3 collections off my account. You remember the American Collect? American Collect I was telling you about?
Yep.
Oh, they gone.
Let's go.
Yeah, they go. So right now I'm working on late payments, and I'm also trying to get my mama credit report situated, man.
Wait, hold up. Hold up, Marcus. We just got a major win, guys. I just got a major win. I figured out how to invite people on the live stream. I'm sorry. I'm excited. I'm sorry, Marcus. Hold up. Let me invite some more people. Holy crap, it works, guys. It works. I'm able to bring people on the stream. I'm sorry. This is me now with a little cat. Let's go. I'm inviting all of you guys. Let's go. Marsha, come on the live. Let's everybody come on the live. Shit. All right. My bad. I got excited, guys. I'm sorry.
That's what's up, though.
So, Marcus, what else you got from me? So, first of all, Marcus, I want everybody to drop some fire in the chat. Because here in the university, guys, we love to celebrate each other's wins. It's a big thing for us. We love to celebrate each other's win. So, guys, drop some fire in the chat for Marcus. My man he's been struggling with his collections for years. And learning consumer law, he was able to delete these collections. Let's go.
That's what's up.
Oh, we got more people joining the live. Shout out to y'all for joining the live. I'm excited, guys. I didn't know like this stuff would work. It actually is working. So, King, what you got for me, King? What's going on? What's going on, brother?
I'm not, man. You speaking that truth, and that's what our people needs is the truth. Because we just going out through our days trying to live life, but we don't really know the underbelly of the system that's really going on and how we can assert our rights to protect ourselves. Because a lot of businesses, they're basically requiring us to go to court or to actually learn the truth so that we can protect ourselves. Otherwise, they're just going to steamroll over us.
Yeah, man. Learning our rights and asserting our rights and being firm in our conviction. You know what some of the crazy thing is? All right, a person will buy my late payment letter, right? They'll buy my late payment letter and they'll send it out. Hold on. Marcus, I'm gonna remove you real quick just because the background is a little noisy. I'm just gonna remove Marcus a bit until he's able to get his background situated. Right? So people will buy the letter and they don't spend time to either read the letter or find some of my videos on YouTube, right? That speaks about how you dispute properly. Now, the letters work. The law is the law. The letter work, but where a lot of people fail is, and it's not because of their inability to do it, is because they don't know how to exert their own power, right? So when you send the letter out, guys, when you send the letter out, you're sending the letter out from a place of authority. You're not begging anyone for anything. If the law says your transactions are not included on your consumer report, I don't care if Capital One tells me, oh, we are reporting accurately. The law didn't say that. The law says transactions are not included on the consumer report. Your transactions is also your non-public personal information. When did my transactions become public record? It's not the blockchain. If it's blockchain, that is different. Because the blockchain is public, right? So when did your so you're telling me if I go to the sex store right now and buy a whole bunch of toys, that's public information? If I use that credit card, you see what I'm saying? If I go to the gun store down the road and I go buy some weapons for my protection, is that public information? If my daughter is sick and I go to buy some medicine that the physician prescribed for her pneumonia or for something very sensitive, if she got leukemia or lupus, is that public information? Right? If I have diabetes, and this is not me calling diabetes on myself, so I revoke diabetes in its entirety, right? If I have a medical condition and I go use my credit card and I go purchase, is that public information, guys? I want us to start to think. This is not public information. Your transaction history is not public information. My transactions are not public information. It is not.
One of the crazy things, boss, is the public was set up to protect the private. And somehow we keep getting ourselves amalgamated in the public. It's because they're doing a lot of fraudulent stuff to make our stuff public when it's supposed to be private. But we got to know how to assert ourselves. If you ever been in court, they say ignorance of the law is no defense.
It's no excuse. It's not their job to teach you. You're supposed to know
exactly. So it's our duty to learn our rights, to be able to learn how to assert those rights. And that's where, we got people like you that's bringing the light to the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then you have other people, right, that's spreading information and talking shit about the information being produced when these people out there are not even doing anything to help anyone. Right? So we have to separate ourselves from everyone. So let me give a shout out to these people on the stream over here, because I saw Indiana Bailey, shout out to you. JJ, shout out to you. I would hope you guys can speak. Can you guys try speaking? I don't know if the audio is working over here yet. I can't hear you, India. See if you're like your mic is connected. JJ, see if you can say something, JJ. I don't know if your mic is connected. I can see you, India. I can't see JJ, but I can't hear any of you. Shout out to the king. Is that the whole family? It looks like India and the whole family is in the car. Shout out to you, King. How you doing? How you doing? I wish I could hear you, man. I'm not hearing you, India. All right, let's. Yeah, I'm not hearing none of you. I'm not hearing JJ. I'm not hearing none of you. Well, at least we know the video part works. But now we need to figure out the audio part.
Check your settings.
Oh, here it. Okay, I figured it out. I figured it
Yeah.
out. Wow, I just figured it out. India,
Can you hear
come back.
now?
I figured it out. Guys, I'm new to this technology stuff. I'd be like, I just don't mind me, all right? Don't
All right.
mind me.
Can I hear us now?
Yes, I figured it out. India, you should be able to speak. Oh, that look like Island Girl. So is that Island Girl?
Yes, it is.
Oh, smack. I done figured it out now.
Yes, it's
Oh, I
me,
figured it
Doreen.
out. Yeah, man. Yeah. So first of all, guys, I'm very happy. I don't know if you guys can see it. I am very happy that I was able to get you guys on live. Like, this is a whole new thing now. This is a whole new thing that I just figured out. All right? This is gonna be great. Let me see. Jay, talk to me, Jay. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. So I am a boss.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's two J. Hold on. There's JJ and there's J. There's two J's. So I'm gonna say J on Instagram first because J on Instagram came on before JJ. JJ, I'm gonna hit you in 1 minute. Let me get J on Instagram first. All right.
All right.
I bet. I love this stuff. All right, my brother. Thank you very much for showing up.
Yo, thank you.
Appreciate you, King. All right, Jay on Instagram. Talk to me, King. What's going on?
Fam, what's goody?
I am great, brother, man.
No doubt. Is the volume pretty good?
Yep, volume is perfect.
All right, cool. So I have a question just based on all the information you provided, right? The information you are providing is monumental.
Thank you.
Like, it's groundbreaking. This is information that, you don't earn in school, right? This is the they don't talk about. I had a chance to actually take advantage of the information you shared via YouTube. And I was able to remove debt collectors space you provided via. Like, it was so good to the point where I debt collector removed from the less as well. The humor,
Your audio is coming in a little broken up, and it sounds like you got some good stuff. I don't know why your audio is coming in broken up. Golly.
Adjust the phone a little bit.
Yeah, let's adjust that. India, I see you. I know how to fix the volume now. Give me a minute. I'm going to unmute you guys in a minute, all right? But I figured out how to fix the volume. All right, talk to me, Jay.
All right, so is the volume pretty good?
Yep, sounds much better.
Okay, cool. So what I was saying pretty much, to get to my question, all the information you're providing is great, it's groundbreaking, it's monumental. This is the stuff we don't learn about in school, right? This is stuff that they don't talk about. It's such substance to what you're teaching. What would you recommend someone new to credit, someone new to finance, someone that hasn't taken a CPA class? Like, what would you recommend to them in starting? Like, what's point A? Like where do we begin to start to learn this information from your perspective?
So point A, and guys, I got a high school diploma. So some of y'all might think I got a PhD. I don't. I got a high school diploma, right? So let me make that very, very clear. I got a high school diploma. See, a degree or a PhD or all those accolades that they talk about is irrelevant to a hungry person that wants to learn. Some of the greatest minds, they didn't have no Leonardo da Vinci didn't have a PhD in astrology or any of the things that he specialized in. He owned a specialized skill, right? So when we talk about that stuff is not really important. What is important is the capacity to which a person have the ability to learn, right? Now there are industry standards, like in order to practice law, you need to be a lawyer. There's stuff like that. But at the same time, for you to protect yourself, you don't need to be a lawyer to do it, right? So the point that I'm getting at is this: my YouTube channel is better than a lot of people's paid channels and paid content. Like my like you will get results from my free content, right? I would start there, and then I would start helping people. So if you got collections deleted, what I would do right now is this: I would make a post. I'm going to take my cell phone, right? And I'm going to make a video. And I'm going to say, hey guys, this is Dorian Delvante. I literally just got 10 collections deleted. I've been struggling with these collections for months. And guess what? I learned consumer law and I was able to delete 10 collections from my consumer report. These are the results right here. So then now you bring that up on the screen, you let people see your results. If you have collections right now on your credit, I want you to DM me the word collections, or you can text the word collections to 123-456-78-910. Just post it. So now what you did for yourself, you're going to do it for those people. And then you're going to get those results. And then you're going to make this video every day or run this video every day on all your social media. I am positive that there's people within your network or on your social media that needs this help. So you do a few for free, you get some testimonials, you go out again. And guess what? Now you can start charging people, right? So now you start to charge people. Let's say you do a collections for $300 or $400, right? You can delete collections. Or let's say you offer a service where a person now enrolls in your service and you're paying you $997 or $1,000 minimum. Because if you're learning consumer law, you cannot charge less than $1,000. You get 10 people a month, bro. Congratulations, you're at $10,000 a month. Yeah. If you start, like, I'm sure you can find more than 10 people a month that has collection accounts. 100% positive. Yeah. 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 You increase the number to 20 people, guess what? Now you're at 20 grand per month. Multiply that now by 12 months, you're at $240,000 for the year. Doing one thing.
Yeah. And for some, that's a multiple stream.
Multiple streams. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So when I tell people and I hear people say, Dorian, I don't have the money to join your university, you're just not thinking. And it doesn't mean enough to you for you to join. Because if you just got this result, you can get this result from somebody else. So go get the result from somebody else and then have them pay you to do it. Yeah. See, we don't get in life what we want, ladies and gentlemen. We get in life what we are. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Be, do, have. Become the person you need so you can do the thing that gets the results, so you can have the thing that it pays for. You want that financial freedom? Become the person that does the thing so you can have the rewards.
Right. I agree.
That's how I would start. Do the thing. Become the person who is the educated consumer that can repair, rebuild, restore other people's credit. So people would be happy to pay you. Shout out to my guy, Runway Billionaire in the building. So people will happily pay you to solve their problem. We all here have the capacity to earn multiple six figures, guys. We all have the capabilities to do it. I just need y'all to get out of the matrix and realize that within each of us, we have a superpower. Within each of us, we have the capacity. Within each of us, we have the ability to do the things, because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he.
So we see 100.
It's about the things that we think. We become what we don't become what we want. We become what we are. What are the things inside of you? What are the thoughts, the mindsets, the beliefs, the limited beliefs, the people we're hanging around with, our environment? Are these things, are these conducive to our growth?
Absolutely. It's a mindset.
100%. 100%.
Your thoughts become your reality.
Absolutely.
That's the way the universe works. That's 100%. How it's designed to work. Yeah, that's the fact. Brother, thank you so much, man.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for your testimonial. And hey, let me see that video too. Drop me a testimonial. Throw it into my Instagram. I'm so happy you got those collections deleted. And you got those from my free content. Imagine coming into the university, bro.
Yeah. All free content.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Mr. Precise, shout out to Mr. Precise in the building. All right, let me go over to the live now to take some questions. JJ, you are up first on the stream. Talk to me, JJ.
All right. So first, I want to say, boss, when I just found your channel, I was kind of a little bit, because I've been watching a lot of credit channels, and a bunch of them, they just be saying stuff, but they're not coming with no substance. So after watching you, and then I started to go and research the laws, and I started reading. So I had some problems with my credit, right? So I had two $6,000 credit card that were maxed out. I was paying them down, but I needed them to be like zeroed real quick because I need to run a play. All right. You taught me a lot of stuff. I used the 6802 code to put those cards to zero. Not only that, I had an address on my credit that was attached to um an authorized user card, and that card was a problem card. I couldn't get it off. I tried a bunch of stuff. I couldn't get it off. And then you taught me something again. I used the 1681 code to get the address off, and they were like, "Oh, but it's gonna come back." And I said, "Listen, 1681C2 regarding the blocking of information. That's not mine. So if you tell me that you guys have the ability to delete this stuff, you guys have the ability to block it. But you see the thing, a lot of people they buy the letters, they hear the stuff, but they don't research the laws, right? You gotta research the laws. So when you call them, you gotta speak to these people, you gotta use the law term. You gotta talk to them, and now you're playing the ball game that they wanna play. You can't let them dictate the pace. You gotta dictate the pace, right? Because the good book says faith without works is dead. So you can't just send the letters in and expect that you gotta call them. Sometimes it's like a fight. You gotta fight with these people sometimes. Like if they realize that you're not sure of what you're saying, they're gonna take you for a fool. You gotta say, listen. When the supervisor is telling me, sir, you got this and you got that, I said, so what are you telling me? You're telling me the law is not correct? That's what you're telling me? She said, hold on a minute. And then she go and she come back. She said, okay, sir, I just disputed the account. You'll get your results in a couple of whatever days. Boom.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Drop some fire in the chat for JJ, guys. He's not even in the university. It's like, guys, I tell you that my free content is better than a lot of people's paid content. Shout out to you, JJ.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Yard, man.
Yard, man. Let's go. love it. Hey, JJ, when you get a chance, bro, make me a video. Find me on Instagram. I'm gonna give you my Instagram. Just send me a video testimonial. DARAINEDELEVANTE. It's gonna be great. So you can find me on Instagram at the Rain de Levante. And I would love this testimonial, man. And I hope I see you guys too at the Credit Summit, guys. The Credit Summit is gonna be like, if y'all think this is great, wait till y'all come to the summit. Because most of you haven't met my friends. Guys, my friends are like me. My friends are like me. It's going to be bananas. Let's go.
Yeah, man, you're the real deal, boss. You're the real deal.
I appreciate you for taking action. Thank you very, very much.
All right.
Cool. All right. Next, we got Island Girl.
What's going on?
What's going on, Island Girl?
Girl, that summer's gonna be fire.
Yo, I'm telling you.
It's going to be fire. I'm so excited. I already got my hotel and plane already booked. Just wait for time to go by.
Let's go. I see. Is the summit Zoom friendly? Yes. The summit is also Zoom friendly. I cannot wait to see you, Island Girl. And guess what?
You what's up?
You secured your VIP spot, right? You signed up?
Oh, I got mine free. When you're offered the first day, I got mine free.
Because guess what we're gonna have for a VIP lunch? Jamaican food, island cuisine.
No, really?
Yep. So I wanted, like, a lot of people do a lot of different stuff. Like, I want to give you guys a piece of my culture. So I got in touch with a Jamaican restaurant here in Atlanta, and they will be providing the VIP lunch. So the VIP lunch that we're gonna have on the 8th and the 9th is Jamaican cuisine: oxtail, curry goat, curry chicken, stewed chicken. We're talking about Rasta pasta. Like, I'm going all out.
Oh man, I can't wait, boy. I can't wait.
I want y'all to experience my culture. So we're gonna have the VIP is gonna be Jamaican style. It's gonna be amazing.
Bread bring on the Jamaican music too,
It's going to be an amazing experience. Like, I want everybody to experience why I am just so hype all the time, why I'm so energetic. It's my culture. It is me, and I am very passionate about the things that I do.
I can't wait. I'm just waiting for time at this point. but congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be a wild journey ride. It's gonna be very informative.
It's going to be.
Yes.
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Thank you for coming through, Island Girl. I appreciate you all the time.
I thank you. You the one. You're the one, bro. You teaching us all. You like a breath of fresh air. I keep on telling you that. You my breath of fresh air. And I appreciate you so much, because you are a class by yourself that you're sharing to the world what everybody should know and should do for themselves.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I received that, Island Girl. I received that. Thank you. I definitely received that. Wow. See, Island Girl got me on here blushing and everything. Wow. Thank you, Island Girl. All right, Troy. Troy, you are up.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So I discovered you about 3 weeks ago, bro. So I've been studying your book on point with the stuff you're saying. I've been fixing my own credit for some time, but I had a question, man. Are you familiar with Section 605B or A?
I'm familiar with A and B. Yes, 605. Wait, give me in terms of 1681. I read it a little bit different.
605B basically,
what's the topic? Tell me the topic of that
it's
section.
about topic of identity theft and the
So
precautions they have to do.
We're talking identity theft. We're talking about 15 USC 1681 C, right? C2 to be specific. If we're speaking identity theft. All right, give me some context now.
So I actually sent Equifax, excuse me, Experian. Equifax is actually the only company that actually lists companies decide that they don't want to remove this open fraudulent credit card under my credit report, credit consumer report. And I sent them my police report. I sent them 2 forms of them affidavits. I sent them like everything, and they're saying back, and they're saying section 605B of the FCRA, we have either A, been made in error, B, is misrepresent material facts, or C, you obtain the goods in the transaction use. So it says, although we cannot process the request for the reason, you may submit additional information. So I've been sending them stuff, and I'm like, okay, longer listening. I already went to the CFBP right now, and it's in disputes. But if you ever ran across this when you're giving them all the information and you're sending them the letter, it's not moving.
It depends on how you do it. You see, because I don't know what was in the context of what you sent. Now, let's say you would use my identity theft letter. It's very specific on what is there. I know what is in there. But because I don't know what you send, the context, you see, the context of your letter determines if you're going to get that result or not. So it's hard for me to give you a response when I don't know what was sent, because for section 1681C2 to work, there's 4 pieces of information or 4 criterias that must be met for C2 to be in effect, right? So the first thing is you need an FTC or an identity theft report. That's the first thing, right? The second thing is you have to identify what accounts came from this alleged identity theft, right?
Correct.
The next thing is you have to make a statement identifying that those accounts are not accounts that you are associated with. And then identification. So once you hit those 4 points, you satisfy 15 USC 1681 C2. And once received, the information must be blocked.
Well, I'm telling you, I sent exactly everything you just said and more, and they're not blocking it. And so my next email, my next, how are you verifying this? They're verifying that this is a mistake according to what their America or something like. Is this actually, because they actually removed it first, and then they put out, it's like trying to get it off completely. And I sent those things, the FTC report, the affidavit with that, the police report, I even sent them the 605 FCRA to tell them the law.
So now
this must be
we go into a different law. There's a section 15 USC 1681O that speaks on civil liability. When a consumer reporting agency does not do what they're supposed to do, they fall under the civil liability section of willful non-compliance. So now the evidence that you have, the letters that you've sent, these are all evidence. The letters that you sent, the disputes with the CFPB, you can now use this to your advantage, because now you have a document that proves that the alleged account came as a result of identity theft, and the law says that this information must be blocked upon receipt within 4 business days. You have grounds now to go and take action. So now it's up to you to go and take that action.
Got it. And last thing, when you was talking about, is that something that, because I know when you're doing arbitration, it costs a amount of bread to start it out. You talking about doing arbitration against the credit bureau? I mean, the C guys.
You can do arbitration, but with them, I would just go do like small claims and then work my way up.
Got it.
Because remember, you know, if you get denied for any extension or line of credit as a result of their failure to abide and uphold the FCRA, there's a term in there called actual damages, where let's say you went to get a home, and because you got denied because of the accounts that came from the identity theft, and you can prove that you disputed these accounts and they refused to delete these accounts, then guess what? You're in play. You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Tell the story. How are you telling the story? What story are you telling?
You mean, so just not just writing letters, you have to break down the law
letters
and
is a
the
part of the story.
Correct.
Letters are part of the story.
It's articulating the story, because I mean, they're not actually an AI robot that's sending these letters back to people and saying, here, we're not removed. How do you get somebody to actually really read this thing? A human being. The issue is like, well, are they the Oscars like, do we write this by hand now?
We shouldn't even care. Like, we shouldn't even care about Oscar. You see, whatever dispute method they have, I don't care. Why? Because if I am specific as to the law and what I want, and they're not doing it, I don't care what dispute system they have. I'm now coming after you. You see where I'm going with this? So I don't care if they use real people. I don't care if they're using Oscar. I don't. Because when you fail to comply with the law, this is where I'm getting you. I don't care what dispute system you have. I don't even care if you have one.
Okay.
I don't. It is your response. If you're going to assume this role, you're going to get all the smoke that comes with it.
Okay.
All right, Troy?
Appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Like, this stuff is so cool, man. India, finally, India, I got you.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hey.
What's going on, guys? What's going on? Y'all going on a road trip?
No, we headed back to the house. Just went to grab some dinner.
Okay.
It's good to finally talk with you. Yes, we have been following you for about 6-7 months, and
I just figured this thing out, man. Shout out to technology.
Sessions removed.
The reception is a little bad, India. I'm not hearing you so well. It's showing that the reception is bad. Okay.
It's acting up.
Better now.
Satan, you're a hater.
I know, right?
We rebuke you, Satan, you're a hater. You hating on us.
Something is going on with the service. We can't hear you. We're trying to stay on.
Oh, y'all can't even hear me?
What is it doing on your YouTube on the other phone?
Come on. Really?
Look, man, Satan is a bitch. I hate him, man.
Come on. All right, tell me what. Jump off and get off the live and then try to come back. Maybe that will work. Man, I hope they can hear me. They had a good one too, you know, guys. Damn. Sound like they had something real good to say. All right, let's see. They're back. All right, can you hear me? Oh, man. Guys, I don't know what's going on, but we cannot hear India Bailey. We can't hear you. That sucks, man. It looks there. All right. All right. Let me know when you guys like park or when you guys get back to the house, because I'm gonna be on here for probably 20 more minutes. So I hope you guys get back to the house before 20 minutes, and so we can chop it up. All right. So I hope you guys get back before this live ends. All right, guys. So yeah, so shout out to technology. I just figured out, the guys, that that I can add people to the live stream, because I didn't know that I could do it. So I'm very excited. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm gonna be starting a new program on Mondays. All right. It's gonna be with me and a friend of mine. Are you coming back later on? Yes, I'll be coming back on later. I'm gonna start a. I'm gonna start a new program on Mondays. This program is gonna be called "Why Did I Get Denied?" It's gonna be with me and a friend of mine, the Credit Plug. We'll be talking a lot of stuff from consumer laws to approvals to banks, underwriting. This is gonna be a new program, so look out for it on Mondays at it's gonna be Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Mondays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna have the why did I get denied, or did you get denied, or got denied? Like, I'll come up with the name, but you guys will be informed. So guys, before I go, make sure you secure your tickets. Make sure you guys text the word summit to 917-993-5238 to get your tickets, right? Get your tickets for the summit. Guys, make sure you get your tickets for the summit. We have the early bird tickets going on right now. Those early bird tickets, the prices change March 14th. So in 4 days, the early bird prices will go away, and those prices that you're seeing now will not be available, right? So make sure you guys secure your early bird tickets to join us at the Credit Summit. It's going to be here in Atlanta, April 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's going to be an amazing experience. You guys cannot miss it, because you should be here. You should be here. You cannot miss the Credit Summit. You cannot. I'm telling you guys, you cannot miss the Credit Summit. JS Credit Care, what's going on, JS? How are you? If I get a bank repossessed vehicle financed in my LLC's name through a bank directly, is that still considered consumer financing under 15 USC 1605? It speaks on an individual. I am not equipped to give you that answer. Carlton, I am not, because that sounds like a business to consumer or a business to business transaction, which would be exclusive of the realm of consumer credit. That's more on the business side. JS Credit Care, let's go. Smitty, I haven't seen my guy Smitty in a while, man. What's going on, Smitty? All right, I'm still having some, let's see. India, are you back in the building? Man, I don't know why I keep losing India. India, I hope you got some service now, because it sounded like you got some sauce. All right, so let's wrap up now with this FICO thing, and we're going to call it a night. All right, so as it pertains to the FICO, right? As it pertains to the FICO, we now know that a FICO score, we know that a consumer report, they're separate. We also know that late payments don't exist. We also know that FICO and TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, we now know that these are private corporations that are traded publicly and they are not government agencies, right? We know a few things. So how are we letting these private corporations control our lives? Like, why do we give them so much power? Why are we calling them credit bureaus? Like, these are some of the things that I want you guys to start thinking about, right? All right, I see green bars. It looks like we might be good. India, we're good, we're good, we're good. I can hear you guys. What's going on? Yes, finally. We got to win, guys. We got to win.
Yeah,
How's everything going, guys?
Go ahead.
we finally made it home, and we was glad to communicate.
All right. Talk to me, Queen.
The YouTube. Get off the YouTube. Yeah. Go ahead. We're good.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. So
Okay,
much better.
yes. So I just want to let you know, thank you. We've been following you for 6-7 months. I was able to remove some collections with the letters. I was able to remove like some repossessions that was on the credit. Yes, we've been doing some things, and we want to come to the summit. My husband told me about you. He found you, and then he was like, "Baby, I need you to check him out." And
Oh, wow.
so excited and teaching me all the information, and so I'm glad to finally get to talk.
Shout out to y'all, man. Let's go. I love this. And like,
Hey.
when the kids get older, like this conversation on Fridays, this should be a household conversation. Let's start putting because there's certain credit cards right now. How old are the kids? Because I heard some
10 and 15 months, a year.
All right. So this is what I want you guys to start doing for me. I want you guys to start look up credit cards and authorized users.
Okay.
What are the authorized users? Not limitations, but they have like criterias. There's some credit cards that has no age requirements.
Okay.
Right? Let's look for those credit cards, right? And let's add the kids on as authorized users. If we're giving the kids allowances, this is what I want you guys to do. You're gonna give them the card, right? It has a preset limit. You can get a pledge card or a secured credit card.
Okay.
So when we give the kids allowances, we're not giving them cash. They are using the credit card, right?
Yes.
So what we're going to be doing now is teaching them how to be responsible. So let's say they wanted to buy a new game came out, or they want to buy a book, or they want to buy something. Instead of you buying the thing for them, especially the 10-year-old, we're going to load those funds onto the 10-year-old card. He's going to go to the store. He's going to swipe himself. We're going to teach them about what a due date is, what a statement date is, and the day that the cards get reported. And so let's just say, for example, what's your son's name?
Michael.
Michael, your allowance for the month is $100, right?
Okay.
Now, I'll need you to comprehend, Michael, that this $100 that's on this card, when you use it, it's gone, right? So if you use it on the first of the month and you have 29 days left, guess what? You have nothing left to spend. So you now have to allocate this $100 over 30 days, right? Okay. So now on the 5th, let's say the credit card now gets paid on the 15th of the next month, right?
Okay.
On the 15th, on the first of the month, of the first of every month, you get an allowance. Now, this allowance, this $100 that I'm giving you, this credit card must be paid by the 15th. If you do not pay this credit card by the 15th, you cannot use your allowance. So what we're doing now is we're teaching them, okay, I have $100 on this card. We're going to break down the percentage. If you buy something for $30, how much do you have left? Well, you have 70% left because the total that you have is 100, and however you spend, that's what's left is the amount you have left to utilize.
I like that.
So now we're bringing them consciously into positive spending habits.
Absolutely.
They need something for their Christmas. They need to get a Christmas gift. Okay, I'm teaching you how to use these credit cards.
Right.
So now, if our kids are growing up and they learn how to respect credit cards, they learn how to respect money, what do you think is going to happen when our kids reach high school and go to college? They're going to be responsible.
Financial literacy.
Yes, the reason why a lot of our kids are not responsible is because they weren't taught how to do it, and they had to figure the stuff out by themselves.
True.
I got it. We got it.
I'm going to implement this. I thank you for this information.
Find out all the cards you guys can get, and especially the cards that you have now. What is the age requirement for the kids to be authorized users? Put them on there.
Right away.
So right now, at 10 years old, at 4 years old, we're building their credit.
Okay.
Especially the young one. Like the young one, let's say you need diapers. All stuff for the young one should be coming off of that credit card.
Credit card.
Okay.
Right?
You're not playing with them at all.
Now you pay that back each month. So if they need diapers, they need clothes, shoes, it's coming from that credit card. Each kid gets a credit card. Whatever is needed for that specific child comes off of that child's credit card. And those funds now you paid back.
Yeah.
So now you don't have to think about spending extra.
You got a limit.
There you go.
You got a limit.
So
I got one question before we.
Talk to me.
So for first and foremost, I just want to say thanks to the Most High, because the whole ride, it was just acting like Satan did not want us to get on this live. And we finally made it home and we was able to get on the computer. But I want to talk about, man, I done looked at a lot of your videos. I'm the one who do all the research. She know how to type up the letters. She know how to get the envelopes and everything right. So we work well as a team. But right now, I looked at one of your 4-minute videos, and it was a live chat with a lot of people in the room. And I remember it was a guy and there was a lady on there. And she was saying she called in one day and got everything deleted. And then I saw another video where you were saying that there is no auto deletion. So my point that I want to make is, if I call and say, hey, y'all reporting on my credit pursuant to 15 USC 16, what is it, 81?
It depends on what you want to say.
Okay.
Because the things that you want to say, each thing or each dispute goes to a different law. So let's say we're talking about multiple names.
I got 2 credit cards, and then I have a Mazda. I got like a dealership. I mean, I got the what is it?
Finance.
The finance card on there.
So if we're talking about an auto loan now,
yes,
there's the auto loan letter itself that you would send specifically to whoever is reporting. So let's say if you're when you pull your consumer reports and you see Capital One Auto Finance, the auto loan letter is going directly to Capital One Auto Loan Finance.
Okay. So let me ask you this, because we do so much research that we go do Secretary of State searching. So I'm financed by Mazda Finance, but come to find out that Toyota Motor Credit Corporation owns Mazda Finance, and they are the attorney in fact.
That part don't matter. Who's reporting? Like whose name is on your credit? Who's reporting the information?
Mazda Finance.
That's the one you want to go after.
Okay. And should I call them or should I send a letter first?
We're not calling nobody. The only time you call is when you're running the 24-hour script. If you're not using the 24-hour inquiry deletion guide, we don't call. The only time we call is when we're running the 24-hour play.
Okay.
And that's to delete addresses, names, some inquiries. Sometimes you might get lucky and you wipe a whole profile because we've seen it before.
Yeah.
I've had people on a 5-day challenge delete like over 30 accounts from their credit on over 5 days.
I believe it.
So we'll send the letters, and like you say, we're not asking no permission. We let them know that this is the law we stand on, because we actually opted out and they still reported.
So now there's 2 types of opt-out. Is it using
third-party affiliates?
Okay, so that's 6802.
6802.
Yeah, that's 15 USC 6802.
Okay.
Obligations with respect to disclosures, opt out. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right, yeah.
So now, if they are reporting it, guess what? You need to file a complaint with the CFPB, but your articulation is important.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because now we're talking about, okay, I requested my disclosures. They never sent them. Your law, the Gramm-Leach-Bailey Act says this. 15 USC 6802 says, before a financial institution can report my information, I must get 3 disclosures. I've requested my disclosures per the law. They failed to deliver it. Yet still, they violate my consumer rights by reporting this account when I have opted out of having this account reported.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
We're coming to the summit. We're coming to the summit.
Let's go.
Welcome to the city too, man. We grew up in Atlanta, so welcome to the city.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I love it. Atlanta is amazing. I love it.
We appreciate it. We ain't gonna hold you up. We know you've been blessing and giving away free game for 2 hours and 21 minutes right now. We just had to fight to get here. We just want to, appreciate everything that you do, man. I love how you said, man, my mentor told me if I can't give away for free, then I ain't doing that. We love
they don't know enough.
Man, we love everything that you've been doing, man.
I appreciate you guys. Shout out to y'all and the kids, man. I can't wait for y'all to put them on as authorized users. Like, it's gonna be amazing, guys. Use that strategy.
I appreciate that because not only that, I like the fact how me and my wife got on here because I know there's a lot of other couples that wasn't able to get on, and you speaking about the credit card for the kids and authorized use, you was able to deliver that message through us to hundreds of people who's watching and all the people who's gonna get a chance to look at this video.
That's dope, man.
We appreciate you, man. Keep doing
what
you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I see you've been posting a lot since you done got your established your foundation established in Atlanta. I see you going hard, man. Stay at it, keep at it. We need
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
The credit hero.
Later, guys.
We'll see you at the summit.
Yeah, for sure. I cannot wait to meet you guys.
We'll see you at the summit, man. We getting out early. Absolutely. Tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
For sure. Peace.
That was amazing. Like, if nothing else made my night, that was amazing. Like, my night is made. That's it. Like, my night is made. Like, I don't care what nobody says, that made my night. Let's go. If I purchase the course, do you teach how to get a vehicle or a home via consumer law? That's one aspect of it. So there's many ways to go about different things using consumer law. So if you're talking about getting your vehicle, there's certain things you need to know. If you're talking about getting your home, there's certain things you need to know. Case laws you need to read, because that part is a different type of study. So it's going to require independent study on you. Remember, what I teach is how to delete anything from your credit, right? I teach you how to delete anything from your credit. All the other stuff, that's deeper stuff. That's rabbit hole stuff. If you want to learn it, I have the information and you can study it, and I will guide you as best as I can. But remember, primarily, I teach you how to delete anything from your credit. That is what I do. All right, guys, it's been 2.5 hours. I am about to call it a wrap. It's been great. I'm gonna let you guys know when I launch this next product. It's gonna be on Mondays. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be amazing. A lot of people told me they could, but they didn't. Yo, Keto, the best person to clean your credit is you, bro. I'm telling you the truth. Because guess what? Nobody has your interest more than you. You are the best person, Keto, to learn how to repair, rebuild, and restore your own credit. You are the best person to learn how to do it. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to meet you guys. JS Credit Care, like I cannot wait to meet you guys at the summit. I want to meet each and every one of you. I want to meet JS Credit Care. I want to meet Charlie. I want to meet Versi. I want to meet Carlton, Nicole. Like I want to meet all of you at the credit summit. I got everyone's interest at the heart. Let's go, JS. 1635. How do I actually write it so it doesn't take away my asset? It depends on what the asset is. It depends on what the asset is. So guys, it's going to be an amazing night. So shout out to y'all. I'm about to go. See you later, alligator. It's been 2.5 hours. Peace. I am out. Don't forget, do not forget to get your tickets to the Credit Summit. It is going to be an amazing experience. The greatest experience you've ever had. The greatest experience you've ever had. Make sure you guys are at the Credit Summit. Text the word summit to 917-993-5238. Text the word summit to 917-993-5238. See you guys at the Credit Summit. Let's go.